Yo, what's going on, y'all? Man, let me tell y'all about what I've been going through. All right, so man, I've been in real estate for 2 years, right? I do have some college background experience, but like learning all the systems that go into this industry has been ridiculous. So, um, a little bit about what I've learned. And I learned about like the home process. I learned a lot about myself, self development wise. Uh, I learned that I'm more of a shy person than I actually am. Uh, what I mean by that is, well, whenever I go out to, you could say, department stores, grocery stores, I don't know. I have this uh, inline feeling in my stomach. So like, don't approach this person. And I always wonder. I often wonder about that. Like, will that affect me in my industry? Because will I miss out on an opportunity by having a bias of not being able to approach people? I think it's maybe from barriers I holding on to of past relationships with people that didn't go so smoothly, and I'm just still feeling those tremors. But I do want to tell y'all. So I want to ask y'all: has anybody seen Life? All right, Life, the movie with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, right? Because I just found out some critical stuff, some key stuff I didn't even know about a celebrity that passed away maybe in 2008. And it I had to rewatch it last night just so I could see him. And um, the movie is, it's a funny movie, comical movie, but it's a drama as well. And just like how life imitates art, but it has some you know cues inside the movie that are really dope, like some themes. One of the things is the ending has a big image of our freedoms, right? We go to church for our freedoms, and we can be innocent. And in jail, it's a respect thing. I've never been, but it, it's a supposed apparently it's a respect thing. Hey, bro, you clean the bottom bunk or you clean the toilet, and we can respect you. But I'm okay. Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy went to jail at 25. There's older cats there, right? Off of speculation, right? All right. So say there's older people that are in jail now. I mean, they do a lot of releasing people that have been innocent, but there's people in jail now that have been there and they just watch. They observe everything, right? Now, what I fast forward into this is the freedoms, right? So they watched Eddie and Martin in the whole jail system, right? They watched them. Now, look at a life without walls. How do you feel about that? So, the old cat is observing you, right? And I've seen this cat go to high school, middle school, high school, college. I see all the little friends he hang out with. I see all the little interactions he make with this person or this set of group of people, or he tries to make reactions with people. Now think about that outside of freedom. Think about, what do you do in your freedom? I hope it's not complain. I hope it's not, you know, um, hey, I got this cool thing. Hold on. I love putting this on my desk. Okay. But I hope it's not complaining about working 40 hours a week, right? Because you have to think about the freedom that we have to do those 40 hours. You know, I felt that in such a big part of my soul last night, because it was all like, you can be free, innocent, and not work for what you want, or not see yourself to the top, not see yourself in a better position. You can dream about a better position, and I'm not talking about dreams of a similarity of people that you're around and the environment that you're around, but I'm talking about individualistic dreams. And whenever I thought about that, man, it was just like a realization, like, man, I'm free. So why the interactions I have to make have to be more of a connection, a deeper connection, somewhere where we can have a cohesiveness. Because this is why I say that. I say that because whenever you don't have the connectivity, the conductivity of a connection, you gotta think about it. We're just gonna go about our day the same way, and then we're just gonna, grow how we are projected to, how we think we should. But you have to think about it uncaged, unwalled, unbarriered, right? I'm just like, man, I'm just trying to open my perspective to that, because that's an abundance of knowledge. It's an abundance of resources. It's an abundance of resources out here in life, without walls, without chains of negativity thoughts, without not having to go to lunch at a set time, not having to have somebody look at you while you go to the restroom, not having to look at having people of not respecting you or something. And that just like totally put a light bulb in my head, because I mean, even right now, I'm just thinking about all the relationships I can make better, for I can have better resources, because that was one of my biggest praying tech prayers back in 2020. In 2019, I prayed for resources, and it opened up a wonderful door for me going into 2020. And I don't know if anybody watched the video, but I did have a video that I posted, and it was talking about how coronavirus saved my life, man. I feel like we were going in such a transactional and fast pace that I was getting caught by the blind side, and I was losing the race. I couldn't feel that inside thing, that I couldn't feel that heartbeat, because I was displaced. But God showed grace, I would say that, man, I wasn't doing. I mean, I had a job, I had a decent paying job, but I was just in a place where, well, this is it. This is all it's going to amount to. And I was accepting of it. And it's not a hard pill to swallow, especially being 25. But um, being single, 25, making good money, decent money, it's like, well, I mean, hey, I'm not going. I can make something of myself from this point on, and I can start here, so I can go to find out everything I need to do. And that was one of the things that um, opened my eyes, even my perspective. So that was like 2019. So then 2020, coronavirus, and it slowed down a lot. And you want to know what the slowdown did? I think this is crazy, right? Because we were going at such a rapid pace in 2018, 2019. I was like, man, whenever I look back on it and talk to people about it, I'll talk to people and they tell me that, like, I'm like, bro, I'm so happy because America needs a slowdown. We need a time for adjustment. We need a time for, um, a shifting gears. I would say, because there's a lot of people that are caught by the blind side of just getting by paycheck to paycheck, that want to just make it enough so it can stretch for the next week. And we forget about all the resources and everything that we can put our goal mind oriented ambitions towards, to just a paycheck. And I could tell you that's where I was at. So and whenever I was talking to my associate, I said, man, one of the things that I started doing real estate. I built the business. I built foundation in that time. I took my 180 hours, and it took me 6 months about, and I was traveling, but it took me 6 months to understand the concept, because in the industry you have a concept, you have mitigation, you have inventory, you have shop work, you have shopkeeper, you have brick and mortar, all these things that are practices of a concept. And they have ethics, principles, right? So, man, it was all like, bro, you just like 2020, you weren't playing around. I'm like, bro, I have my game face on, because I seen that would be a way out. Is something that would help me. It was something that would add value to me of who I already am. And I was like, man, that I don't toot it, but it's just saying, and I have to do something to add value to myself in my allotted time that I'm here. And he was just like, bro, you're not playing around. And I mean, I played around for sure. I got a PS5. That's cool. But one of the things is I did not filter, and I got my mind right, and I got my license. And, I'm honestly thankful for that. I'm honestly thankful for all the hardships, because I'm still at the same job from 2021. Well, no, 2022. And I tell him, I say, it's a new coworker that we have. associate, and I say, man, we connected. I show him my dot card, right? Um, and I go like, I say, bro, we should connect. We should connect. And he was talking about his. I said, man, hold on. I said, man, um, what does your people do? And he was all like, oh man, they're real estate agents. I said, what? I said, what? Man, hold on. I said, what? Man, so he told me there's people are real estate agents. So I'm like, all right, that's so let me go ahead and write down some notes for you, man. I get down to it, man. I'm writing an essay for these people because they're representatives of Black people in high places. They're brokers and they do really well. And I'm like, man, the best thing I could do is tell them I'm from the bottom and I just want to get up and attain the tops like you have, the heights like you have. And, I'm just writing, man, I faced not being able to gain a client, having a client tell me no, getting rejected from a client. I've door knocked in the heat. I have bought online ads and I faced positives too. I've had 7 people come into an open house at one time. I've had great remarks about how I dress and present myself. So I'm just wanting to understand where we can, groove to, where we can find a groove in all this madness. And, being an agent, they say it's scripts, and sometimes I like to live life unscripted because if we dive deep, I'm one of those people that would have rock climbing pictures on my desk. But I mean, I'm just writing down everything that I've faced and everything I want to have because I feel like 3 million in production, 8 million in production is where I want to be at. I mean, $240,000 houses. That's just the bottom line. And I want to, do that like 12 times a year. There's 365 days. Out of 365 days, 40 days for each closing. So you got to think about this. I could probably do that 14 times and so forth, exponentially speaking. And I'm just telling them my goals, my aspirations, my ambitions, because I want them to write back to me. I don't even have to be brokered by them. I don't have to be under them. I mean, like we can just partner. That will work too. That will work out fine. But I want to get that company right. I want to get that company culture down. I want 3 to 4 agents. They have 3 to 4 agents working for them. So that's somewhere that I want to be at 29 and they older than I am. And, time can only tell. And I'm just thankful for all that I've learned. But man, like these past 4 years have been crazy. These past 4 years have been wild. Business planning, making art, playing video games, reading books, like AI books, Kobe Bryant books, getting these nice little nuggets. Be back soon because I'm going for lunch. And whenever I'm on vacation, please don't call me, baby. All right. Yeah, so those I've been doing a lot of that, and I mean, honestly, I'm just happy, man. Um, because man, I could tell you our business plan like every day or that one day, and I need to get out of that routine because the real routine that I can champion behind is actually doing the business, the money making business, so I can have revenue and capital coming in. And that's where I want to be at because I'm only thing else I can do is just help people. The best thing I can do is just help people. And I'm happy that my eyes were open to a industry where I could help people. Um, Reluctantly enough, I'm just thankful right now in my season that I have a wonderful group of people behind me, and a great God above me, but a tribe that's kindled with me. Um, those people are definitely people that I see myself continuously conducting ourselves professionally with, and you know, meeting people too. Like I don't think if I went to a wholesaling conference, and the wholesaling conference is kind of cold because you're not warmly introduced to people. You're not warmly, oh, this is so and so. Welcome to the inner fold. And then it's more like, well, man, this is how you wholesale. This is what you do, and that's it from there. But then in my industry, is more so, well, I want to work with these people. Hi, nice to meet this person. Handshake this person. Speak to this person. Tell this person what you do, and these people from that close little interaction, and then you can actually go out with these people. Hey, let's go out to so and so street and pass out waters, sponsor some water bottles, or sponsor a taco truck for $100, and have them pass out our business cards and be right there with it. Those are the interactions that you get from my industry as opposed to another side of the industry. And I just want to champion behind that because, man, like, you can be in your winning season and it don't even feel like it. You don't even feel like you winning. It don't. You can be um, fighting the biggest battle, and you just in the middle of the ring, lights off, and you just in the zone. Getting your gears oiled. Getting right because you definitely gonna have to go another round. And that's just how I'm looking at it, man. I'm just keeping a sound mind, keeping clarity because whenever it fast forwards, you'll want to have the systems and funnels in place for whenever things start to exponentially grow. Um, what I mean by that is, well, if once you build that market and the advertisement, people will start to, oh, I know what I already need. It's not a desire, but I already know what I need, and you're the person that I see fit. And then on from there, you go and conduct your routine. And so the money making routine happens before that, but then you also can have advertisement, and the advertisement will attract, and that puts them in a funnel. So then you will take manufacture that business like that. And man, it's so miraculous how all this stuff is happening, and I'm just learning, and I'm just making sure that my mind is right. I'm always on it, man. I'm just working with leases. I'm working with all type of people, man. New home buyers, offering them the new home buyer booklet whenever I'm just like going through the motions because I know this stuff. I'm constantly looking at this stuff, and I'm just like, there we go. I sent it over. I hope you can look at this because we're supposed to be heading out, what, 5 months from now. So I want to like at 3.5 months, I want to just send this so you can write down what all you have as desires, what all that you have as deal breakers, what all do you want. And it's like, man, the pool isn't that much, but I can settle without a pool. So, I mean, it's just all those things that's playing such a big part in there. I mean, there's like billions of like dollars in commercial real estate, and I want to understand commercial side too, because I have done a talk with, man, I remember my first like 3 months I talked to a commercial lot buyer, and just being so young, I didn't know, like, do they actually like goes, not someone not skilled, but it's just like I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't um yeah, you could say I wasn't aware. It wasn't in my perspective to understand what he was asking for at that time. Well, at that time it would be, hey, I'm going to send over IABS and a representation form just to make sure that this thing is actually a really happening ordeal. And man, that was one of the craziest things. Like, oh, you're looking for a commercial lot for X amount of dollars. Okay, let's go ahead and go proceed through this. Um, I didn't know that, and I'm happy that I do come up from the ground from that, and I'm happy that it was able to flourish past that. Um, like land deals. I mean, did you know that you can do the adjacent lot with land deals? I wouldn't have known that if that wasn't for my first listing. I, it was a wonderful, uh, what is this? Wonderful acre, and then some. Uh, you could say around 27. Um, and I mean, that was only in my first year. Um, I, like now, year two, I've learned that, oh, these are what home buyers look like. These are consumers of inventory. The these people, every single one. And one of the things that I like to do, man, is it was really cool. It's like a shop. We can speak, we can sit and talk at the counter, and it almost feels like the start of something. Hey, oh yeah, did you know? Oh, I have somebody behind you. You're just browsing. Oh, that's fine. It's cool. We already exchanged information. We had a wonderful discussion. Then I see that you're about to head out. And I'm not going to tell you to head out, but that's just, you just move on. And then the next person comes accordingly. And we waltz through the house. And I mean, that's one of the things that I like had an aha. So man, I'm just learning. And apart from that, like the inventory, like I stopped right now. I was big on shorts, right, on my YouTube, and I'm still big on shorts, right, but I'm like, bro, I can't go into another open uh model home, man. It feels so cold because I'm the business front, but it's like these people are buying inventory homes. They don't they they have they are unaware to everything else. So I need to be more tapped in and rooted on the process. I need to be more tapped in and rooted on give passing down knowledge. I need to be more rooted in understanding this timeline for the contract, because the people don't know that. They're just, oh, I want this house. Oh, I set up an appointment. Oh, this person in this open house, this model home going to tell me this. When that's not the case. It's far from it. But, man, I'm just trying to spread information. Like, I can go ahead and give you the information for an open house. Open house is different from a model home. A model home that sells consulting is there, and he's gonna, oh yeah, man, this house is brand new spanking. It comes with this amenity, and this amenity, and it's a master plan community, and it also has 43-inch wood cabinets. Um, yeah, Rockstar neighborhood community. Everything is here. That you're not even that far from a super Target. Now, open houses are different because the realtor is an inventory that is a desire or a first step. And whenever it's to be a first step, it could be, well, we didn't want to go to a new home because we're kind of intimidated. But let's go into an open house where we can see a friendly face. And whenever you step into an open house, it's more of a house that has been built. It's already been established. Maybe it might be 3 years old, or maybe um, give or take 11 years. So once it becomes 11 years, it has some character. And those traits could be appealing to you and your family on your search, or they can't be, depending on where you want to move. Well, I want to get information from the open house first, but then you want to go and, if you haven't spoken to a lender, I will have to tell you speak to a lender. But then if you want to go to a new home development, be my guest. Feel free to. And those are just like some of the things that go about with the business and the resources that I'm able to uh, give out. And I'm so happy that I'm still so early in this industry, because I don't have any, um, what is that thing? Connections to partners where I have to be here at a set time. It's more of a lax feel, where I can, get the arms going, because man, I know some people, they have to be here. This is your time block. This is this. A lot of time for this and this. I mean, I understand it's very high professional, high production, and I would love to be on that level. It's just that it's not my time just yet, and I'm understanding the foundation before I get there, and I want to have a mastery of this. So, I mean, it doesn't hurt me any to not have everything that I think in my head that I want, but I mean, it'll come. It will happen. But every day I'm just adding, never subtracting, adding on to my memory banks, adding on to my relationships, adding on to my friendships, adding on to everything that I see, and I'm just trying to multiply it. Um, Making sure that I'm able to communicate regularly with everyone that I know. Uh, and I mean, for right now, my group of friends do know that. Well, I'm probably going to take a step back because we're heading into a part of rebranding. It is not rebranding on so of a level or um, magnitude where it is, oh, he totally switched up. No. It is a rebranding of commitments. It's a rebranding of not necessarily image, but a rebranding of backing back. If I have to understand that I can't be distracted while I'm in the ring, while I'm in where I'm at. I can't be distracted. I like to keep my blinders on, and I really want you to experience this with me, and I want to give you the best A game I can give. And whenever if you're distracted, I can't give you that. I can't. So I'm gonna cut that right there. I'm gonna nip that in the bud because I wouldn't. I don't want to not give you that. I want to be able to give you all that I can, all that I have. in with all the passion in me, you know. Um, but man, that is what I've learned, man. In these 4 years, it's been ridiculous, and we're still at it. We got another uh, what year and a half term of Biden. They say the dollar's going to crash. I'm not really worried. I can lift 245 pounds. They say that a mild recession's happening. They say there's massive layoffs, but I'm really not worried about that. I have brothers that are with me that are continuously working, and we're products of our environment. Still thinking about abundance and learning more and having more while we're earning more for our skill purposes in our path. I think about all the people that are scared right now. Do not be scared or afraid. It is just how the world works, and we are constantly in battle. I think about how everyone is getting their mind in negative thoughts. I don't feel that need for negativity. Positive thoughts and that positive outlook, a pep in the step because you don't want to get hit with a hook. I think that we are all in each other's corners, just to be sure that we're not led astray and fed to lions or either given off as sheep to a wolf. I do feel that we are doing well. You know, business is business as usual. And, I'm just happy for everyone that is along for the ride as far as I am. Um, Able to have time to disconnect, relax. Um, don't stress over this because we are still young. Don't stress over this because we still have time. And understand that our commitments are still our commitments and that we're here breathing this fresh air that we have. We're able to sniff this air that we have, able to touch, talk, and walk. Um, that's just a blessing in itself. But I want to give you some blessings. I want to say thank you for listening if you have, or if you will listen to this. And I'm always on this. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful experience, human experience out there. All right, guys. Peace.